to depart on an 11-month journey across space. It'll go into Mars orbit in August of 1993. By December of 93, the formal picture-taking phase of the mission will have begun in earnest. It is our fervent hope and our determination that one of the targets that this spacecraft will image with this exquisite Malin camera, capable of photographs 50 times sharper than we currently can see, will be the monuments of Mars, the objects clustered at Cydonia. Because politically, if those objects are real, and if they are artificial, and if they contain the mathematics and geometry that we now impute they do contain, then when those images come back and are shown to us live all over this planet on global television, at that moment, the world begins anew. All the possibilities I've laid out in the last hour or so will then become possible. All the possibilities will, in fact, become pregnant with such possibilities that physicists and politicians and diplomats and ordinary folks, no matter what their lineage and background and heritage and culture, who all share an aspiration for a better future and to understand their roots, that heritage will come to the fore, and we will have walked through a crucial doorway in human history. But it is not going to happen unless we force and pressure NASA, the space agency, to take the pictures and make them public. Now, are we alone in this? Well, apparently not. 2 official seated members to this august body, the nation of Grenada and Sierra Leone, have now issued official stamp sets commemorating the monuments of Mars and the coming exploration of Mars, and the fact that on behalf of all mankind, if those photographs from Mars Observer do get taken in December of 1993 or shortly thereafter, and they are immediately made public and they verify what we strongly suspect, the global community, all of mankind, stands to benefit. The standard parlance of history has to always been to view the unknown in fear and dread and sometimes terror. As I hope I've shown you this afternoon, we are confronted with an unknown that holds not fear, not dread, not invasion, none of those negatives, but the potential to transform the human condition physically, spiritually, materially, intellectually, and culturally beyond anything the world has known for a long, long time. Because part of the message of the monuments of Mars and the potential connection with the monuments of Earth is that these are things that we have known before. Whether we're Arabs or Jews or Christians or Hindus or of any ism, the fact is we all, according to the images and data in the stones and in the fields, we share a common bond. We share something in our heritage that is now pointing us toward a shared common future. That's why I've come here to show you this data, because ultimately we all must find out what waits us there. Thank you, and good afternoon. The test of any scientific theory does not depend on the content of the theory, who's propounding the theory, or those who worked on it. There is only one valid test of any science, and that is the science testable? The history of the monuments of Mars has been intensely controversial, not the least because to test this theory, we must go to Mars. No, not personally, but through surrogates, through robots. Fortunately, within months and days, a next unmanned mission from NASA, Mars Observer, will depart this planet and arrive at Mars a year later and be in position to take photographs that could confirm or deny the underlying hypothesis behind all that you have seen. Unfortunately, the scientist in charge of the camera on that mission, Dr. Mallon, has so far refused, for inexplicable reasons, to guarantee that those crucial photographs will simply be taken. If you have been moved by what you've seen in this presentation, if you feel that this is an important problem for you and for the human race as a whole, then you can make a difference. You can help us test the Mars intelligence hypothesis. All you have to do is call or drop a line to the address on your screen, to the congressional committees or the congressmen in your area that is in charge of making sure that NASA lives up to its responsibilities to the American people. And when it goes back to Mars, it tests this data to see if it is accurate. If you do not do this, if you simply watch this as some entertaining television show, then perhaps we'll never know.